It's week 3 of the 2022 season. And coming up is Jordan Brooks. He had a healthy stat line a week ago with 9 stops and a sack. It's the Browns and the Steelers on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we kick off week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the 7th-year man out of Cal, the top pick back in 2016, Jared Goff. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Uchenna Nwosu. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his 3rd season now out of the University of Alabama. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
4 yards to gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. First down. Took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown. And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Browns are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line. That had been a near-perfect beginning of this football game. Already a double-digit lead 1st quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Charles, Thursday night game,
I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So, for the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The Browns at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
25 yards that time.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jack McKinnon. His 2nd rushing touchdown. And the Browns have come back with a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They begin the drive with Williams. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense for the Browns much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Completion here to Claypool. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 3 Browns and nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one goes for 8 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Tua now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. The first carry now. This is Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Tua going to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. Nonchalant to the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared?
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun. Gone. Caught by Woods. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's Goff now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on third. Now it's gone. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. To the air again. Goff. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Jarek McKinnon. His second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. So this strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season. Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role in why they are trailing right now. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. On 1st down, gone. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, gone. Being chased out left. Open man here is Conflict. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Goff now to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here again is McKinnon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarek McKinnon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Tua. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-17. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Gone. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he's got his big tight end here.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down, McKinnon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Goff. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Those are the kicks that you worry you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 2 and now on 1st down.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. But we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that will be incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cleveland offense making their way out. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third, Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QB is...
Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland.
It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with McKinnon. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's the rookie, the former Wolverine, Hassan Haskins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Browns on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. McKinnon now going to try the left side. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They run it again with Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's got room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Jared Goff in the offense, down by 7. A minute 16 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Goff. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
That's caught by Thornton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's gone. And he's got it. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down.
Let's go out.
Gone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he is across and in for the score.
2-2. Holder run on 1st.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carrying it.
Yeah, do see some fans are holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and run it in. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game.
Hell of a win.
And this doesn't work. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
Insult.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Browns, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be back home next week for a date